Okay, welcome everyone. James Park from jamesparkgolf.com. And in this short video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about foot position, why it's important to have our toes turned out so that we can get our lower body functioning the proper way. Okay, so I have a lot of people come see me or sending me their videos online, and their toes are just pointing straight out in front of them. So I'm going to pull up some different tour pros and show you what they're doing. So this is a guy named Troy Mattson, PGA Tour. You can clearly see his toes are turned out. Okay, the distance between his heels is a lot less than the distance between his toes. All right, and this is what I mean by turning your toes out a little bit. All right, if we draw a line straight up from behind his right foot, you've got to try and feel that this right hip is moving back behind you. Your tailbone is moving towards the target. Okay, if you watch his golf swing, look at that space he's created now with his right hip and this wall. Okay, all this space here. Right, so lower body function, right leg straightens, left leg bends. Okay, now if you've got this right foot pointing out a little bit this way, then it's a lot easier for your right leg to straighten. Alright, it's then a lot easier if you've got your left foot turned out a little bit to then sit into your left leg as you come down there. Okay, great example, Mac O'Grady. Again, left foot's actually turned out a little bit more than the right foot, isn't it? Okay. It also looks like, and it's difficult because we haven't got a camera, haven't got from down the line, but also looks like his toes are pointing off to the right a little bit as well. All right, this is probably going to help him swing his hands a bit more inward. But yeah, again, if you look at the distance between his heels and you look at the distance between his toes, big difference. Big difference. Okay, and then if you watch Mac swing it, turns that right hip back behind him. There's never any lateral movement with his body. All right, great drill. He's going to stick in the ground here, or imagine there's a wall there. Your job is to get your right hip and your tailbone moving away from that wall. We always want to feel like we're turning towards the target, never away from the target. Okay, but you watch how he increases that space with his right hip, turn his tailbone towards the target. But if you've got this left foot splayed out this way, then what you can do is you can get this left knee moving laterally, and you can sit really nicely into your left side. Now that's just such a good position. All right, great position. But this has no chance of ever happening unless if your toes are pointing straight. Get used to your toes pointing out a little bit. Guy does it very well, Robert Rock. So again, left foot looks like it's turned out a little bit more than the right foot. Okay, and also imagine you're sitting on a horse, right? So your knees have got to go out as well, right? If your toes are straight, chances are your knees are going to want to come inwards this way. Well, that's the opposite. That's the opposite to what we want. All right. So Rocky, same as everyone else, turning this right hip back behind you. Right. We're going to try and straighten this leg up a little bit as you gradually sit into this leg. All right. And then if you've done that correctly, then the downswing, watch his left knee. Left knee gets back out in front of him, develops that sitting position. All right, as you kind of transfer into the downswing. So important that we get these toes turned out so that we can get this lower body functioning properly. Okay, guys, any questions or comments, please leave them below, whether you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on my blog, and I'll try and get to them in a timely manner. Cheers.